Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra and today I am going to be doing some Halloween shakers. I love doing shakers. I will try to walk you through step by step on how to do a shaker. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a wet shaker or dry shakers, but I have a variety of different ones and I picked out this one, the little bat, the little ghost, and this one here. I will admit that I am not a big fan of the spooky side of Halloween, but I like Halloween. I like the holiday, but I just don't like the horror part of it. So you probably won't be seeing any of that on my channel. So in order to do a shaker, you are going to need a couple of things. If you just want to do a basic shaker, and I'm not talking about any fillers or anything like that, you're going to need your mold. You're going to need something to color your resin, whether it be a resin dye or a glitter or a colored resin. I do have some of those. I have some of these, and I have some from this kind. You can use that. So you're going to need something to color it with. I would stay away from alcohol inks with UV resin, especially as a beginner. It's kind of hard to work with. You're going to need some UV resin. I'm going to be using Bond Crafter, the hard type clear. And I'm also going to be using the Let's resin in the white and the black. So I'm just going to put the things off to the side as I name them. You are also going to need a UV torch. And I have my double-sided UV light right here. So basically, that is all you're going to need in order to make an actual, oh, I'm sorry, one more thing. And you're going to need some acetate. I'm going to try this. I found this in my stash. It's supposed to be for embossing, which means heat. So I'm going to see how well this works with the shakers. And I'll have everything that I can find, I'll have linked in the description box. So that basically is what you're going to need. Now for my, what I'm going to be using today are obviously these molds. I have a variety of glitters here. I'm just going to set these off here. I don't know which one I'm going to use. So I have these glitters here. And I have this glitter. It's probably what I'll use for a little ghost. And I have some purple. And I have this glitter. I like this one here. I'm going to bring you guys into once we get going. I have some glow-in-the-dark stars. I have some neon alphabets. I just thought that would be cute to go in there. I have some different color sequins, and I have these are different shapes. I got that. I have some glass, just some colored glass, fine glass. I have some more sequins I just pulled out of my stash. And I have some glow in the dark. I don't know what these little bits are. They look like, just looks like little rocks. They're glow in the dark. Use that. I have some acrylic beads just to give it some weight. I have some acrylic diamonds in the yellow. And I have some just black rhinestones and some purple acrylic diamonds. Put this off to the side. I also have a jug of water that is to help the curing process later on. I'll explain that when we get there. Just move all this out of the way. Because if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know I like to start off with a clean desk. I'm only going to be doing one on camera. The other ones I will do off camera and we'll work on them together, you know, to see how that goes. Oh, I also have some of these. They're little, in these molds, they have the little openings there. And let's see. Let's see if I can hold it a little closer. They have those little openings there in the molds. And that is what I made these out of. Okay, let me get set up and I will be right back. Okay. I have glitter all over the place in here. And all I'm using is a piece of packing tape. I know that works really good at picking up glitter. So I'm gonna work on this one here. I'm gonna get some of my red glitter, and I'm going to get me a cup. And I'm gonna get some of the clear UV resin. Always add more. I'll take the red glitter. I have my little mixing wand. I don't want to make a paste. So I'm probably going to add some more resin. And I apologize if you can hear my air purifier. I have that going. Just remember to turn it on, actually. Set this down here. So we're just going to fill up the outside ring as you Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it around. Let me get my dotting tool for that. Just want to make sure I get the resin all the way down into the corners. Like so. Clean off my tool. We'll take my silicone part of this dotting tool. Now I'm going to clean up any resin. Okay. And that is what we have. And I am going to cure this in my lamp for 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I have this one done. I'll demold this in a minute. I did this one. I got this one. That's how far I got with that one. That's how far I got with that one. I just used glitter. So we're going to work on this here. And I want to get the white UV resin. And basically, I want to fill in the face without filling in the eyes, the mouth, or the nose. I'll probably put on a time lapse on this because it's going to take a while. This is where patience comes in. I don't want too much UV resin in there. So I'm just going to put little bits here and there, and then I'm going to spread it. I just want a real thin layer of this first. I'm going to take my dotting tool and I'm going to slowly spread that around like so. Like I said, I'll time lapse this part. I'm going to cure this for 2 minutes and be right back. Use a black UV resin for the eyes, the mouth, and all that. So I'm gonna just put a little bit in there. You don't need a lot. I'm gonna get a dotting tool, and I'm going to fill in the eyes. Again, I may just put this on a time lapse. All I'm doing is filling in the space where the eyes, the nose, and the mouth is with black UV resin. And then I will cure that for about a minute. And then I'll do the other two off camera like I've been doing and be right back. Okay, I'm going to hit this with my little torch light because the resin, I don't have enough resin in there and it just keeps pulling away from the mold. This is a trust the process. I just want that to stop moving. Add some to the nose. Get a smaller dotting tool. Okay, I'm going to cure this for 1 minute. Okay, that's what it looks like. Now we're going to take some white UV resin and we're going to do this probably in a couple layers. I'll probably do one coat and then we'll go over it with the red. So let me get this down. And I'm going to pop the bubbles. And I am going to cure this for 2 minutes. Okay, we have this. We're going to get the red and a cup and some clear. Okay, got it mixed up. That's what it looks like. Resin is self-leveling. I just want to make sure I get it all the way up and around. Okay, I'm going to pop the bubbles. I'm going to let this cure for 2 minutes and I'm going to come in with a clear coat on top and then we'll be back for the demold. Okay, these are cured. I'm going to unmold them, and we're going to concentrate on this one here. Hope they turned out nice. We'll see. I love doing shakers though. And this is the little bat. Turned out really cute. Let's do this one. There is that one there. I like that one. That one turned out nice. Let's do this little ghosty. Oh, it turned out so cute. There. And I do have this one, this little bat. I'm going to put that in the cup. Pull this one out. That turned out nice. That turned out better than I expected. And now for this one. Okay. It turned out cute. Let's see. He turned out really cute. Look how he turned out. Okay. Put this in the cup of stuff. What I want to do with these before we go any further is I have a cup here and I want to just drop that in the cup like that, and I'm going to cure this under my UV light for 2 minutes. And I'm going to do each one like that. That just ensures that all the UV resin is cured and I won't have any potential sticky resin. So, all right, I decided I'm going to make a few of these actual liquid shakers. I will show you. I drilled a hole in this one here, this one here, like so, and this one I drilled right there, and to drill it you can use a hand drill like this, which this is my favorite one. I got it from littlewindows.com. Was it little-windows.com. I got this one. But for these I used my Dremel. So, and I did cut out the plastic for all of these. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut the plastic out for this one. You need a pair of scissors and a alcohol marker. A Sharpie would do just fine. So you just want to place the acetate on the shaker part here. Now I want to bring it down, so I want the whole thing covered. And I'm just going to draw a line somewhere in the center of the frame. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to use my scissors. I'm going to cut on the outside of the black line. I'm going to see if this fits, because you don't want any gaps. And that fits nice. I have a baby wipe with some isopropyl alcohol. I'm going to get rid of that black line. Okay, now let's get into putting some good bits in here. I want some black little rhinestones. I want some black ones in there too. These three are the deepest. This one's not so deep. All right. I'll probably just go on I want that in there. I'll probably time lapse putting this stuff in. Okay, so that is what I have. Let's show you the camera here. Got my little silicone cup. I have my dotting tool. I have the plastic. I'm going to, this one's going to be a dry shaker. I'll probably do this shaker here on camera, the wet one, but the rest I'll do off camera. So I'm going to get this one done. And for those who have never seen one of these shakers done, I'm going to clean off this plastic really good first. Get some alcohol. I'm just going to, on both sides. Now I'm going to dry it. I'm just going to let it, well, I'm going to set it on there just to let it dry. You're going to need your little torch. So you're going to take your dotting tool and just going to put some, I'm going to move that out of the way. Move these up. I'm just going to run the resin along the edge of the cup. I'll probably zoom in on this. And you want to make sure you don't leave any gaps, especially if you're going to put liquid in. This one's not going to have any liquid. So, but I still want to make sure that I don't leave any gaps. And if you're going to have the resin, if it's going to be dripping, you want it to drip on this side, on the outside of the shaker, as opposed to the inside. because if it drips on the inside, all your little shaker bits will stick to the inside, and we don't want our bits to get glued down. So, and I'm using my lights in my studio to be able to tell where the resin starts and stops. Like, I believe that's it right there, but I'm just gonna make sure. I like doing UV resin to UV resin. What is that? UV resin to UV resin, epoxy resin to epoxy. But there is a way to do this part on epoxy. I have videos. I'll see if I can find one to link it. But yeah. All right, so I have enough on there. I'm gonna clean off my tool. And I'm going to pick up the plastic. And I'm going to make sure the silicone is clean on this side. Okay. I'm just going to carefully set it down on top, like so. I'm going to use the silicone part. I'm using my light. There we go. Just like that. Now I'm going to use this light. I'm going to turn it on and just start sealing that up. And then I'm going to put it in my UV light for a full minute, and then I will be back. I'm going to do these ones off camera. So as soon as I'm done curing that and getting these done, I'll be back. Okay, that's what we have so far. And now we're going to take some UV resin, and we're going some clear UV resin, and we are going to put some on here, and we're going to top coat these. Let me get silicone tip out, and I'm going to take this resin to the edge. Try not to go over, but it's not a deal breaker if it does. But this is what we're going to do. We're just going to drag. I don't know if I'm in frame for these. We're going to drag the UV resin to the edge, and I'll add more as I need it. And because this is a little time consuming and it's just me dragging UV resin to the edge, I'll probably time lapse this. I want to take my time getting it all the way to the edge. And then once I get this one and this one done, I'll do both those on camera. This is my dry, and this is the wet. So as soon as I get this done, I will be back. I'm going to time lapse it though. I'm going to pop any potential bubbles. Okay, and then I'm going to take my torch and I'm just going to hold it up and just do a quick set before I try to pick it up and put it in my light. So I don't want this resin dripping off everywhere. And if I need to add some more resin, I can always add more. Dealing with UV resin, you want to make sure that you let the resin cool down between the cures. So I'm going to put this in my light. I'm going to do this one. And then once I'm done with this, I'm going to cure it for 2 minutes. And then we'll go from there. Okay, we have this is cured. And now I have my shaker mix. It's glycerin and water. It's 2 parts glycerin, 1 part water, I believe. And now I'm going to fill it. I got this in a little squeeze bottle. Not squeezing too hard. Pull that back a little bit. Back a little bit more. All right. Now I'm going to dry it with a dry paper towel. And I have a baby wipe here with some isopropyl alcohol sprayed on it. And now I'm going to be using this UV resin. It's for bonding. You don't have to have this. This will work just as well. But I'm trying to see how well this works with the shakers. I'm going to get my dotting tool. You don't need a lot of this. And I'm going to place some in the hole. And then cure it. Let me get the other light. Oh, it's right in front of me. And cure it. Get some more on there. Cure it. Okay. Now I'm going to cure it in my UV light for just 1 minute.
And then we will put the bail on, and I'll show you this one finished when I come back. Okay. And this is what we have. Put in here. I'll find my camera. There we go. I have this little gold bail. I want to put it on the right side. Let's see what is the right side. I think it's this. Got my little bail. I'm going to turn it this way. Just a little drop to start off. I want to turn it over and get that all over my finger. Put a drop on here too. Why not? And we're going to set this down like so and cure it. Okay, I'm going to take this. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I'm just covering the top of the bail just to secure it on there. So I want the resin to touch the bail and the finished piece. And I'm going to cure this now for 2 minutes. And I'll be right back. Okay, while that is curing, let's get this on. And I made this little bead. I didn't make the bead, I just put some beads on. I'm going to get out this little tool here. It's a split ring tool to save your nails and split rings. And what you do is you open it up like that. I'm going to slide this on and slide this on and slide this on all at once. We have that. Could have hung that a little further down, but it's okay. But we have that one, which is adorable. Okay, I just pulled this out of the from the water. Do a final cure, and just water and under UV light in a container like this. Let's put this one on. This is the bead I have set up for this one. This kind, like this. Okay. Gotta get used to the black gloves. Open it. Just slide it on there. So I've got this one here. It's just a dry shaker. This is one we recorded, obviously. It's got the little bead on there like that. And this one we just did together, filled it up. I didn't leave much of an air pocket, so the little bits don't move as much. Then we got this dry shaker one. Let the camera focus. It's just a dry shaker. And I just got the little disco bead, little black bead. Really cute. I like that. And then we got this one. Try to see if I can get to. This just got the glass bead and the little gold, little orange disco bead. And this one's my favorite one. And I got this disco bead on there to match the glitter. And it's a dry shaker. And then we got this shaker, which is cute. A little ghosty. And I got the little pink and pearl. Pink disco bead and the pearl, large pearl. And last but not least is this one. And I just have the same bead on there. So here are my Halloween shakers. I really hope you like this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And to my subscribers, I truly appreciate you. You have a great day and God bless. Bye.